Where to begin with this game? I looked forward to this game for a long time. Had it on my wish list. Waited for it to come out here in early access so I can give it a try. Because from looking at the previews for this game, I thought this game was going to be like an over-the-shoulder, third-person V Rising. If you don't know what V Rising is a survival, crafting, base building, vampire game that's more in a, it's not really isometric, but it's a third-person view from up above, kind of like a MOBA, right? If you've ever played a MOBA, you know what I'm talking about. So this game here was, you know, I thought it was going to be along the lines of that, you know, where you go through the initial little tutorial area, get spat out into the world, it tells you how to build stuff,
I've come to collect,
and then tells you to just go for it. Go out, build a base, start working on your equipment and stuff, and start, you know, being a vampire, pretty much, right? Because that's what you do in V Rising. After the little tutorial in the crypt, you head out, you start building with basic wooden palisades and gathering resources, hunting powerful foes to drain them of their blood to get unique powers to help you fight. And in doing so, in taking down these great foes, you also learn different abilities, well, not just abilities, but like crafting recipes and crafting stations and the like. Now, all your crafting stations and whatnot are all like magically blood-powered by your core, your castle heart, which this game also has. This game is, aesthetics-wise, it's almost exactly the same as V Rising, which is just, it's really weird, okay? But then, you know, you up your equipment and your abilities to be able to take on stronger and stronger foes until eventually you literally have to go and kill Dracula in V Rising there. Something you work toward. You know, you can do so in a group and whatnot. It's a fun game. And that's what I thought this game here was going to be too. Because come on, it's a vampire game. That's survival, crafting, base building. You know, you have a castle core, which looks almost exactly the same as the castle heart from V Rising, or it could very well just be confusing the two names.
Don't fret.
You build with tile sets and whatnot. You have crafting you have pretty much all the exact same stuff from V Rising in this game, as you can see right here. It looks like it should be a, you know, over-the-shoulder 3D V Rising, but the reality of it is, this game wants to be a story-driven game, right? I've played about 4 hours of this game. This recording here is after, like, the second hour. I figured, I'll start recording and maybe I'll make a first impressions video of it or something. And, yeah, you go, you collect basic resources from either along the river, like clay and sand, or trees, or stone. Fine, whatever. You do that in other games and stuff, too, for base building and whatnot. It's just you have a designated area to build in, and that's it. Unlike V Rising, where there's like fucking 200-300 different spots where you could set up shop if you wanted to. Just plop down a castle heart and you're good to go, right? Sure, there are some places you can't build, but there are more places that you can. After... how to explain this? After you get set up and you go and get your first vampires, your thralls, whatever, your slaves, for lack of a better word, you can have them start collecting resources, you can have them start making stuff, refining the resources, and even building your castle, which, that's pretty cool, right? You can have them, you could set out the plan and they'll build it for you, so that's neat. It's just... it's just that that's pretty much all the progression you get, right? I didn't get much further than where I am now, as you see. And I realize that there's pretty much no progression in this game. Right? Like, this looks like a Conan Exile style survival skill tree where the more you do a thing, the higher your skill in that thing becomes, and then you can specialize from different skill nodes. And no, this is just telling you how much you've done of each thing, which it goes up to 100, mind you. And since you have to do these things, it's going to go up anyway. So I kind of don't get why you need an entire page dedicated to this, right? You could just have a pip on your character's screen that says Explore 33, right? You don't need an entire page dedicated to these things. Like, if each of these little nodes was something you could specialize in, like get more resources or mine resources faster, then I could understand it, but it's not, right? And then skills and abilities. Like, this web looks cool at first glance. It's like, all right, cool. I get to do some vampire shit. Nah, you got 4 active abilities, and the rest of them are just passives. You could turn into a vampire bat. You could turn into a ghost. You can sense blood, and you can AoE blood drain people. Everything else is either a passive for one of those 4 skills or a passive for your anemic ass fucking melee attack, right? Speaking of melee attacks, you're not getting swords, you're not getting axes, you're not getting clubs, maces, anything like that. Your little slappies are all you're getting for melee attacks, right? Like, I can feel what they were going for. They were going for the Arkham style of combat, which, if you didn't know, originally made for Assassin's Creed, really brought into its own during the Batman Arkham games. Anyway, that's what they were trying to go for, and they just couldn't get it down. Right, the Batman games, they have a fluidness to them, and this is, you are rooted in place for the most part of what you do. Sometimes you can dodge things, dodge out of animations, sometimes you can't. Sometimes when you're already in an attack animation and you go to, like, counter, you can't. So it's annoying. Those are the only actual skill points you get, which are vampire tears. Hello, Microsoft. And you use those to get these active and passive abilities. I'm just going to let it run now to show you how hard it is to get one of these vampire tears. Because you already just saw me get one here. Here's an entire another camp of people. Go down, decimate them. The shield enemies. The shield enemies are annoying, right? Like, I get it. They attack in a group. Cool. That's fine. You know, if you're doing the Arkham style of combat, it can be fine. It can be fine. Especially in, like, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. You can really get into a flow state with that style of combat there, right? This one, not so much. Like, I don't know if it's because it's just entered into public early access or because this is just what they're going for, but it's pretty much run away from your targets long enough so that you can wind up a heavy attack and then do a heavy attack. Because if you try to string a heavy attack into your normal light attacks, you're going to get hit 4 or 5 fucking times and you're going to die. Speaking of health and whatnot, you're not able to regen health in battle, which, cool, you don't have any potions or anything, that's fine. But, like, you're a vampire, you figure you'd be able to drink the blood of your enemies to regain health in combat, but no, you can't. You get a passive regen for health if your red blood bar is over a certain amount. If it's below a certain amount, you don't regen at all. You can drain certain people. You can't drain other people. I haven't been able to drain any of the Inquisition. I drained one person and got poisoned, which was weird, but, you know, maybe they were drunk or something. Here I am trying to figure out exactly how the combat is supposed to work. Like, sure, you have your little anemic slaps and stuff when you're not actively in combat. You kind of get the same thing in Batman, which, that's fine, right? That's fine. But I decide to unlock the vampire bat form, so I can fly around like a vampire and whatnot. Figured it'd be easier to get to the place I'm supposed to be going in this new area I just unlocked. And this is pretty much when I realized what the loop of this game is, right? It's not go out, get crafting supplies, get better equipment to unlock better stuff, to be able to get better crafting supplies or anything like that. Which is the loop in survival crafting base building games, right? The loop in this game is unlock an area with a pre-designated building area, build stuff in it, go do some missions, bring blood back to your castle heart, fuel it up to unlock the next area, to go there to build in a pre-designated area, to fuel up your castle heart, to go do the same thing like 5 times. This game just boils down to the aesthetic made me believe that this game was going to be something else entirely. Maybe it will be when it's finished, and if so, then I will come back to this game and I will be happy with it. But for right now, it's a story-light game with basic crafting and basic base building, which isn't even all that good, right? You hit tab to bring up your building menu, you pick your building piece, you build your building piece, and now you're in a separate menu that if you hit tab again, it brings back up the build menu, and you need to hit middle mouse button to drop out of the building menu, and you want to rotate, you got to hold control and then scroll, otherwise you're just going to scroll through things. I don't get why devs try to reinvent the wheel here, right? There have been 1,000 other survival crafting base building games where the actual base building was good, right? I've played like 1,000 hours of Conan Exiles or some shit at this point. Just give us a build mode, let us drag pieces down onto a hotbar to build with from, you know, like the tab menu. And there you go. Make it so the tab menu only works when you're in your build menu already, so you can just choose pieces to build with or to plan with, right? You don't need to reinvent the fucking wheel every goddamn time you want to make a game, okay? I get it. You want to make a name for yourselves. You want your game to be successful and have a hook that's unique to it, but come on, there's like zero fucking need for that, man. Right here is where I realized, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done playing this game for now. I might come back to it later, but yeah, no, I'm good. Right? This is a second core, castle core, whatever you want to call it. And when I activated it, it gives me the outline of building like the first floor of another keep. So not only do they give you pre-designated places, they pretty much gave you pre-builts to build up to. It's... I just gotta say, I'm disappointed in this game, and I hope that everything has changed for the better in time, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it, right? I'd like to thank Eric Hewitt, Big O, and High Marshal Sigismund for sticking around, guys. If you want to become a member too, link is down in the description below. I'm going to go and find something else to play.